When Rome fell, people blamed barbarians. When dynasties collapsed, people blamed traitors or invaders. But invasions are rarely the cause. They are the symptom. By the time outsiders break in, the system has already hollowed itself out. Armies exist, but loyalty is thin. Treasuries exist, but productivity is gone. Institutions exist, but belief has vanished. Collapse doesn't begin with destruction. It begins with misalignment. Section 2, Ibn Khaldun, A Mind Born in Chaos, about 3 minutes. In the 14th century, while Europe was drowning in plague and war, a North African thinker quietly studied history differently. His name was Ibn Khaldun. He didn't sit in isolation. He served rulers, he advised courts, he watched governments fail from the inside. Dynasties rose, dynasties collapsed, again and again and again. Eventually, he stopped asking who failed and started asking why they all failed the same way. Section 3, The Universal Arc of Power, about 3 minutes. Ibn Khaldun identified a simple but brutal cycle. Hardship creates discipline. Discipline creates strength. Strength creates wealth. Wealth creates comfort. Comfort destroys discipline. Once discipline dies, decline is inevitable. Not because people become evil, but because incentives change. The system no longer rewards contribution. It rewards position. Section 4, Asabia, the real engine of wealth, about 3 minutes. At the center of Ibn Khaldun's theory was one idea, Asabia, social cohesion, not culture, not religion, not nationalism, but trust, shared incentives, willingness to cooperate. Societies with strong cohesion work harder, defend institutions, accept sacrifice. Wealth follows naturally, not because they are rich, but because they are aligned. Section 5, How Success Corrupts Incentives, about 3 minutes. Success changes everything. Elites grow distant from producers. Leadership becomes inherited. Rules bend for those at the top. Comfort removes urgency. Urgency is what drives innovation. Slowly, quietly, productivity weakens. The system still looks powerful, but it's running on past momentum. Section 6, Creation versus Extraction, about 3 minutes. Early empires create value. Late empires extract it. Instead of building, they tax, they regulate, they enforce. Extraction feels easier than creation, but extraction has limits. Once people feel punished for effort, they disengage, not through rebellion, but through withdrawal. Section 7, Taxation, the silent killer, about 3 minutes. Ibn Khaldun observed something revolutionary. Low taxes creates growth. High taxes creates collapse. Early states tax lightly. People work willingly. As states age, spending rises, bureaucracies expand. Luxury becomes normalized. Taxes increase. At first, revenue rises. Then productivity falls. So taxes rise again. The economy shrinks. This is diminishing returns centuries before economics named it. Section 8, Corruption isn't sudden, about 3 minutes. Corruption doesn't begin as crime. It begins as normalization. Positions are sold. Privileges are expected. Public money becomes private habit. Nobody panics. Everyone adapts. The system feels entitled, not broken, until it collapses. Section 9, Modern empires, same pattern, about 3 minutes. Replace empires with institutions. Replace gold with debt. Replace armies with financial systems. Nothing changes. Modern states borrow instead of tax. They inflate instead of extract openly. Debt is delayed taxation. It preserves illusion, temporarily. Eventually, arithmetic wins. Section 10, Trust is the real currency, about 3 minutes. Markets don't move on numbers. They move on belief. Currencies fail when confidence breaks. Institutions fail when legitimacy erodes. Once trust is gone, compliance weakens. Productivity collapses. Power becomes expensive to enforce. Force replaces consent. That never lasts. Section 11, The pre-collapse phase, about 3 minutes. This is the most dangerous stage. When systems feel confident, complexity exceeds coordination, stability is mistaken for strength. Everything looks fine, but cohesion is gone. History shows this phase clearly, right before decline accelerates. Section 12, Why collapse always surprises, about 2 minutes.
Collapse feels sudden because decline is quiet. People ignore incentives. They trust appearances. They assume continuity until the moment belief snaps. And then it feels instant. Final. The lesson Ibn Khaldun left us, about 3 minutes. Ibn Khaldun never promised salvation. He promised clarity. Cycles cannot be stopped, but they can be recognized. Understanding doesn't grant control. It removes illusion. Empires don't die screaming. They die confident. And history doesn't repeat because people are foolish, but because incentives never change. If this gave you clarity, subscribe. History has already shown us the future. We just refuse to